This is a story about how one city's rush to grow is driving an icon of that city to extinction. Brisbane is Queensland's capital city. It has a warm subtropical climate and, in places, its own distinct form of architecture. Brisbane is also multicultural. The human population cohabits with a range of uniquely Australian wildlife and all get on well together. Well, most of the time. But this story is about a real gem. The squirrel glider is one of 6 Australian gliding marsupials. Its range extends from South Australia to North Queensland, with a stronghold in southeast Queensland extending into northern New South Wales. It is endangered to some degree in every state except Queensland. Here it is officially common, but since no one has bothered to review that for 20 years, who would really know? Except, we should say, for Brisbane. Our council went alone in declaring squirrel gliders to be significant, meaning that they are a species at risk of becoming extinct in Brisbane if future developments do not accommodate their ecological needs. Top stuff. Isn't it great that someone is doing the right thing for a change? Squirrel gliders live in eucalypt forests. They move by gliding from tree to tree. How far they can glide depends on the height of the launch tree and what obstructions there are, but 60 metres is possible. For this reason they prefer open eucalypt forest, what we normally call woodland. They feed on nectar, pollen, insects and the gum that one often sees on the trunks of wattles. In Brisbane, only 2 creek catchments are believed to still have significant glider populations, those of Bulimba and Cabbage Tree Creeks. Along Cabbage Tree Creek there are 11 known populations, all small and all now isolated from each other. This fragmentation of populations is a problem. It has been studied by some of Australia's leading researchers into squirrel gliders. In 2004, one team loaded data from both creek systems into a computer model and concluded that connectivity between populations greatly impacted survival. Isolated populations, no hope. 3 populations connected, just a little better. 5 populations connected might survive for a century. Where we are now, of course, is back at stage 1, with no connectivity whatsoever. That was in 2004. In 2013, the same team came back and took tissue samples from the gliders, finding that they already showed signs of inbreeding. Thank goodness, you say, that we have a council that is onto this. But wait, is it possible that our council followed a process that did not produce an output? That process resulted in an action plan, and that action plan contained 2 main activities. The first involved making 58 road crossings glider friendly, using a range of techniques. However, in the 10 years since the plan was done, only 2 out of 58 have been completed. The second was to install nest boxes at these 58 road crossings, to give the gliders somewhere to shelter during the day. None have been installed during this 10-year period. Our gliders will not survive at this rate. But enough of the past. There's a local government election due on the 19th of March, and that is an opportunity for a new approach by whoever gets elected. We are asking the candidates for a commitment, and we'll tell you the results soon.